Good day and welcome. My name is Laura Burke and I'm here doing a unpacking from Europe trip. It's kind of special circumstances. This is during the COVID-19 coronavirus quarantine breakout. It's been quite crazy and surreal actually. I just got home. My original trip was supposed to be Amsterdam, London, and Paris. I went to Amsterdam, I went to London, and I was in London and it started to get really crazy and people were saying I should come home. I had all intents and purposes to go to Paris and it was a last minute decision to buy a ticket home so I would not get stuck there. So here I am in quarantine. It's fine because I'm my own favorite person and one thing I love to do is talk to a camera. So here we are. So I'm gonna go through everything I brought with me on my trip, the things I needed, the things I didn't, and why. So this is my big travel bag that I brought. It was great. It holds a lot. It was fairly easy to carry. It's a Scout 3400. I will link down below where I got it from. I'm pretty sure I got it from Amazon. It's the second time I've used it. I used it for Thailand as well, and I also really liked it then. I don't like dragging stuff. I would rather pick it up, have it on my back, be able to just go. And then I bought this also from Amazon. It is an anti-theft backpack. So on the back, it has the entrance to it. It has a little zipper right here to get you inside. And then on this part, there is some backpack handles so you can wear it like a backpack, which I did the entire time. And it has like a purse strap. I didn't really use this. I used it a little bit if I was like in a cafe or looking super cute. But I also was pretty paranoid about thieves. So I'm gonna unpack this for you. I have some gloves and I actually brought these specifically for the cold, but I ended up using them for safety so I wouldn't get sick for an infection. In this front little pocket, I have a moist towelette for the plane ride. I have some hand sanitizer, and I think that's it. And then inside the bag, I have a collapsible water bottle, which I really liked. It comes with this little clip, so I clipped it onto my backpack, and then I could fold it up. Or just leave it like this. It comes out and then you can just fill it up with water. I really like this. It went everywhere with me. It did leak once, but I think it was just because it wasn't screwed on tight enough. It was also bought on Amazon. I really like that. Also in my bag, I had my little carry-on. So this is just for all of my liquids. I had another hand sanitizer. These are just from Bath and Body Works, which are cheap. I got them before all of the COVID quarantine, so I was lucky I stocked up on those. This is my favorite lip chap. It's going to be the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I have about 3 or 4 of these. It is my absolute favorite lip chap ever. Get it. Okay, I also have I tend to get a bunch of samples from, not samples, sorry, small travel size from Sephora. I'll buy the big like Christmas sets. And then these come in really handy for travel. So this is the Believe in Truth True Cream Moisturizing Balm. I have just a refillable tube that I put like good smelling lotion in. So I'll put like half like Vaseline lotion or whatever, and then I'll put half some of my perfumey lotion so that I smell good when I travel. I'm getting a glare off my glasses, so I'm just gonna lift those up. I also have some Refresh eye drops, and this actually came on the plane. This is Province Apothecary hand and body lotion. I took business class on the way back because it was the only ticket they had for me to take from London. So it was very expensive. I would have taken another one. I have a charger just for my iPhone that I can plug in. I also usually have my big charger in here. I'll show you it in there. I usually put it in here. I just moved it over there for a second. I have a sleep mask. Yes, so good. I have some earplugs. I have some tissues. This is not this bottle. This is just like a pill bottle. So in here I'll have vitamin C, Tylenol, sleeping pills, enzymes, probiotics, multivitamins, just like a mixture of stuff. And this was for my whole month. I have a protein bar. I have headphones. I have a portable toothbrush. And I have these. I got them from Lush. I really like them. They're called Creme de Mint mouthwash tabs. So you're just going to take one out, pop it in with a little bit of water, and just swish it around, and it's like mouthwash. I have some gum. I have in here our lighter, which I don't really know why. I don't smoke. I did go to Amsterdam and smoked marijuana there, which was great. And I brought some antibacterial hand wipes, a book, fiction, my journal, and my planner, which had all of my flight information, all of my Airbnb information, any phone number I want, all of the information for the embassies, everything I wanted in there. I also had a digital copy, but I had it on there as well. This is the first vacation I have brought a laptop. All of my other vacations that I was gone for a really long time was very much more relax on a beach, chill out. This was very much exploratory, but I was there for a month. I would use that time while I was there. Hopefully in Paris, I didn't get to go there, but being in cafes, writing, I'm writing a book. So I brought my laptop, which I used a lot, so I'm really glad I brought it. Inside my laptop, I put just a bunch of information that I needed, and this is just a souvenir that I brought home from the Van Gogh Museum. Actually, it was my favorite print in the Van Gogh Museum. It's so different than all of his other prints. And I'm gonna hang it up, which I just love that. I feel like it's kind of a self-portrait. Like, he did so many self-portraits, and I feel like that's kind of like his evil self-portrait. Okay, moving on. Oh, no, let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, there's a little hidden pocket inside there, which I put my passport. Oh, and then I did have, in my coat, I brought one big winter coat that was also waterproof. I originally had a couple coats packed, but I literally just could not fit it in there. Right now, this is what I wore on the flight. I have like a thin layer and then some really comfy high-waisted pants. And then I had my boots, which were my favorite. And then I also had a big scarf, which I actually bought while I was in London because it was so cold. I had another scarf, which is right here, but it was more cute and decorative than it was warm. So I bought another scarf, and I actually bought this at Primark. I was dying to go to Primark because we don't have Primark here in Canada, which is where I am. And then I bought this as just an extra layer because I was freezing. So I just wore this under my winter coat. I had this little bag inside my backpack full of my technology. I also have a little tripod for my phone. I bought a new phone specifically so I wouldn't have to bring a big camera, so I could vlog while I was there just using my phone. I have this adapter, which was for Amsterdam, the 2-prong, and then also Paris. So used that. And then this one is for London when I was there. I also have my laptop charger. I have a second charger for my iPhone just in case I lost one. I have a Rode shotgun mic for my phone. I have a charger for my power block charger, which I'll show you. It's still in there. I don't know why I moved it over there. And then I actually just brought some batteries just in case. I did not use these. I was just looking through my house for like, what could I possibly need while I'm there? And I picked up these batteries. I didn't use them, but I would probably bring them again just in case. Okay, so let's get to some more unpacking. So I tried to optimize all of the space. So I'm gonna start with the top and then we'll see what we have. So I have one black bra, I had one white bra, which I'm wearing right now, and I had one strapless nude bra. I would still bring all of those bras. I used every single one of them multiple times. I brought a beret that I never got a chance to wear because I was going to be that person. I was going to, but I didn't get the chance. My friend Rohan, hi Rohan, said that it was a cultural appropriation to wear a beret in France. Please, French people, tell me if he's correct. Okay, so I brought a nude crop top, which I didn't wear much just because it was much colder than I thought it would be. Oh, I had a black strapless bra, which I didn't use. Just the nude one was fine. I had a bunch of socks. I think I had, what did I bring? I think I brought 6 pairs of socks and like 9 pairs of underwear, because I did also bring a bunch of soap so I could do laundry, which I did. I did laundry in my Airbnb. So I have a black bodysuit, just a little thing, which I loved. I wore that. And then I also have a nude bodysuit. This one's a little bit fancier. I love that. I also wore that. I had a skirt. This is the only skirt I did not wear this skirt, just because it was too short to wear without tights. And the one day I wanted to wear it, I didn't want to wear tights. So I did not end up wearing the skirt. But I might have worn it in Paris if I had been able to go. So underneath the cap, the top, which is where I got stuff from here, you flip it around and there's another zipper right here. So here's one of my flats. I brought 2. This is just if in case I wanted to go out somewhere and I didn't want to wear boots. I didn't want to bring heels to Europe, so I wore these. And I love them. I love wearing them. They take up like no space. So this was jewelry. Next time I wouldn't bring so much jewelry, but I did end up wearing a lot of it. I actually brought this much jewelry because I was watching, I think her name's Aubrey. She's like a minimalist fashion, very soft-spoken, looks pretty exotic, brown hair. She's a YouTuber. Lovely girl. She recommends bringing jewelry because it's an easy way to change your outfit. I think I brought too much. This is just, I would next time just bring 2 different pairs of earrings, one simple, one statement, couple rings that I'm gonna wear full time, and maybe a necklace or 2. That's what I think I would do. So next time I'll do that. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this is my, can't remember what the brand is called, Gnome Nude. It's like a sweating undershirt. So right here, there's like a really thick part that's made so that you sweat. So it's just an extra layer underneath the shirt. So if you're wearing like silk or anything like that and you sweat through it, because I would be walking the entire day, it wouldn't get on your nice shirt. So I really liked that. It was pretty expensive. I'm sure there's a dupe somewhere that you could find cheaper for that, like these shirts. So I have this really lovely silk pale pink heart polka dotted shirt, which I wore lots. This one is a crop top, so I only wore it a couple times because again it was cold, but I love this shirt. I have another silk overlay shirt which I wore over top of this gray shirt that I'm wearing right now, and that nude undershirt that I have. And these types of shirts are all very easy to pack. They, take up very little space, which is why I chose them for that reason. This was a bathing suit, socks, that I had. I only brought one bathing suit, but it could also double as a bodysuit. So it's got a big, I have no boobs, so I can totally pull this off. So I actually didn't end up wearing this. I was planning on going to a spa in Paris And I was going to use the spa at one of those Airbnbs that I had, but I just didn't end up doing it. I just didn't. I'm not sure why. I had long days. I think that was it. Okay, I brought tights. So next time I'm gonna bring just either sheer tights or like a thicker opaque tight. This was like kind of like a fishnet style, which was nice, but it you can't wear too much else with that. Like it almost clashed with everything else that I was wearing. So I also have this baby blue bodysuit that I loved and I wore. Underwear. I have a white camisole that I just wore underneath a bunch of different stuff just for an extra layer of warmth, which I wore. This I love. So this is a microfiber makeup removing cloth. I highly recommend anyone who wears makeup to get this. I have a bunch of them. I use it for a couple days and then I wash it. I brought it with me. I hand washed it a bunch of times. Love it. I didn't wear makeup every day, close to every day, I think. Even if it was just like a tinted moisturizer, SPF BB cream kind of thing, just because I'm not wearing makeup right now. And as you can see, my skin is pretty awful. So I feel better wearing makeup. So I bought a bunch of packing cubes. I didn't actually end up really using them. I used a couple bags. This was my makeup toiletry bag. I have one of my other socks, and then this was another one of my makeup toiletry bags, which we'll go through. Here, look at this. I really liked this. That was good. Perfect. And then just on the little, so there's two side pockets right here. There's a big one right here, and then there's another one right here. And I just put socks in that little side pocket. Oh, I lied. There's something other than a sock here. What is it? It is my very Parisian bodysuit, which I wore all the time. Loved it. I usually wore a bodysuit or a camisole or an undershirt with every single thing I was wearing because of the cold and because it's adorable. Because it looks great. Okay, I also have my jeans here. I brought one pair of jeans. So these are high-waisted. Love the fit on these. They're not too tight. I could wear them with a belt or without a belt. And then I can wear them straight or rolled at the cuff. So I could wear them with my boots, which I loved. I loved these boots. I would wear them. And they're just like cheap. I couldn't even tell you where they're from. I brought one pair of runners, which I used for, I wouldn't even call them runners. They're like fancy sneakers. They're from Aldo, which I wore for working out and for walking around when I knew it wasn't going to rain. Just for something different. I did buy these on Amazon, little boots, and I didn't end up wearing them a lot. The other ones were actually a lot comfier. These ones like kind of bugged me at the ankle right here, and I only wore them when I knew it was going to rain a bunch, which I actually had really good weather while I was there. I felt very lucky. Okay, so on the bottom of this, we have, I bought this from Amazon. So this is a little container that has a bunch of cutlery. So it has 2 metal straws, a metal knife, a metal spoon, and a metal fork. And I never used it. Oh, and it has chopsticks because everything was just at my Airbnb. I was very lucky. The Airbnbs I stayed in were all really nice. They all had everything that I needed. All right, so this is just another nicer short sleeved. I brought one purse other than my bag. I usually carried my anti-theft gray backpack most of the time because everywhere I went, I wanted my books and my laptop so I could set up shop somewhere. I wore this one night when I went out to the red light district. But I'd probably use it again, but I didn't get out much while I was there, like at night. Also, I don't drink. I'm 7 years sober, so it's not really my jam to like go out at night. Like I'm usually in bed by like midnight, wake up at 8 and like get about my day because I like being up in the morning and out to like enjoy wherever I am. See the sights. So it's a book. I wanted like a beach read. Perfect beach read. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I really like that author. That was the second book I read from. I assume it's her. It's Ellen Hildebrandt. I read The Blue Bistro before that. Really enjoyed it, and then ordered The Beach Club on Amazon, which I also really enjoyed. This was my Paris book. I've been planning Paris for a year. I'm very disappointed I didn't get to go. Hopefully this COVID will be over soon. Sending love to everyone and their families. I have some French here. I have an entire giant map of the city, which I spent forever like marking for where I wanted to go. So I'm gonna keep that for when I finally do get to go to Paris. But I did not get to use that. Sweater that I loved, I wore it a bunch. And it just went over whatever camisole or bodysuit that I wanted. This was a long sleeve crop top that I wore a bunch with my high-waisted, and these are high-waisted too. So this was actually really great and really comfortable. This is my power block. So this is new. I got this on Amazon. It's Anchor. I think it was one of the top ones that they told you to get. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I only had to charge it once. It isn't that heavy. I carried it with me most of the time. Highly recommend it. I'll link it below if I can figure out how to do that, because I am a new YouTuber, guys. Sure, you don't recognize my face yet, but you will. Long sleeve, maroon, very comfortable. Glad I brought it. This was my high tea in London Paris shirt that I wore once that I absolutely loved. It has puffy sleeves. Super cute. I would have worn it in Paris a bunch, but if you look on my Instagram, oh no, not my Instagram, my Facebook, that's my profile picture when I did high tea in London wearing that. It was very sweet. All right, I wore this skirt a couple times. Very flouncy, high-waisted, rolls up really easily. It's kind of gray and black, nude and white. Everything I brought goes with each other. I heard from Busy Bee Style, I think is another YouTuber. I think that's her name. Blonde woman, love her. She told me to get a color story that could go together. So these are jeans. These are not high-waisted. They sit pretty, they don't sit low. They sit actually really nicely. And I have a belt as well that I could wear those jeans with. And then I also had my Lulus. This is my first pair of Lulus I've ever owned. My really good friend Isabel, hey Belle, convinced me to buy these because I am kind of a cheap shopper, and these are $100 leggings. But I love them, and apparently they last forever, so I wore them a bunch, and I wore them every time I worked out, which was almost every day. And I think that means my bag is empty. Perfect. Let's start. Oh, and here's my sports bra, which I loved. It's pretty long, so it comes down to here, so I didn't feel really weird to just wear it with just my Lulus, and that was pretty easy. All right, okay. So let's start with our first aid kit, or that's what I'm just gonna call it. There's probably a mishmash of stuff in here. Let's start with this resistance band. I brought this worried that I would not have places to work out, but I did. I found a bunch of different, especially in London. In Amsterdam, I woke up in the morning and left the house and was gone all day, so I wasn't really concerned about that. But in London, I went to a bunch of gyms, which is great. So I brought this is some earplugs, which I never ended up using because I'm a really good sleeper. Contacts, these are Focus Dailies, and I also have some one a day. I don't usually use them one a day. Honestly, what I do is I usually use them for a week or two until they start getting itchy, and then I'll throw them out and grab another one. I brought a nail file, which I did not use I don't know why. Probably should have used this. I was probably biting my nails. I bet that's exactly what happened. I have some bandages, which I didn't need. I had some sterile gauze, which I didn't need. I had some alcohol prep pad, which I didn't need. Thank God, that's great. I was healthy the entire time. I have some more gauze. I have a emergency preparedness kit that I stole those out of them, so I'm gonna put that back in. And hopefully my emergency preparedness kit will not be needed during this pandemic, as they're calling it. All right, so this is the Laundress wash soap bar. So I just use this to clean all my laundry. It smells really good. It smells like old woman. I'm sure you can visualize that now. I have a couple tampons, which I did not get my period while I was there. I don't really track my period. I've always been super healthy. And it just kind of comes. So moving on to makeup and face products and miscellaneous. Emergency, in case I need that, and I'll be taking that now. I have some of these elastics, which turn into these elastics, which I love. They're the best. I have this, which looks really weird. People may be wondering, what is this? It is for cellulite. So you like close it and then put it on your skin and it sucks, and then you drag it along your skin, and it's supposed to help with lymphatic drainage and cellulite. I actually really like it. I think it works. I have another pen. I have my one lip gloss I brought, but to tell you the God's honest truth, I think I use that lip chap all the time. I brought 2 face washes. So I have the Bestie No. 9 Jelly Cleanser, and I have the Belief Creamy Cleansing Foam. And these are kind of opposite. So this one has obviously a great foam, and it kind of leaves your skin that like squeaky clean feeling, which may not be the best, but it doesn't leave my skin dry. And then this one doesn't foam at all. So I don't really know with cleansers if they're doing a good job. Like, how do I know? It's not like I'm gonna be like, my skin has never really changed in all of these years. You know, you don't use a product and go, oh my God, I can tell the difference right now. Like, I've never really had that. So it's just what doesn't break me out, which nothing really does. Sensitive Skin Aveeno SPF. I used this for my hands, my forearms, my neck, and my chest. I have a little Renew contact solution. I had a Balance Force Oil Control by Ole Henriksen. I like this. I just was using what I had from Sephora. I have a couple more emergencies. I have a tiny thing of deodorant, and this like is out. It's done. Next time I'm gonna bring full deodorant because I will freaking use it. My friend Sarah bought this in London. Apparently it's like a deodorant body fragrance smell. It smells nice. I didn't have any real cologne other than this solid cologne. This is supposed to be, it's the Gentleman Solid Cologne. It's supposed to be a man's cologne, but I actually really like it. What does that smell like? I think I'm really bad describing scents and tastes. I don't know why. I don't know. It smells kind of clean, a little floral, like no vanilla, no musk, kind of grassy, I guess. I have the Lotus Youth Preserve Mask, which I really like from Fresh. This is marula oil from Cure. It's just a cheap, real 100% cold pressed marula oil, which I use if I'm really dry. This I love. It's new. It's the Kiehl's Super Fluid SPF. I just use this under my makeup every day, which I loved. This I actually didn't need because I actually showered quite a bit. Like, I had the time. I was working out a lot. So I usually use dry shampoo when I curl my hair because my hair holds curl pretty well. So in order to make it last 4 days or whatever, then I will use dry shampoo. Ooh, I love this. Clinique Take the Day Off. So good. I was doing a bunch of testing a while ago with the best makeup remover balm, cleansing balm. This is by far my favorite, and it lasts a long time. Like, use sparingly, works a while. Like this, I had it completely full, and for a month, like there's just that much used. Like gold, love it. Body brush, which I love, so I can brush myself. I had my glasses case. My glasses are somewhere around here, which I just took them off. I have some sunglasses. I brought 2 different pairs of sunglasses, and I did not use either one of them. And I think that's a personal thing. Like, I brought my aviators, which I love aviators, and then I brought these bad boys. I think just with me is I like the way that the world looks without wearing sunglasses. Like, unless the sun's like, I can't see, it's so sunny, which happens some places, then I will not wear sunglasses because I'd rather see the world without them. I have L'Oreal Wrinkle Expert just for under the eyes. I didn't want to bring my really good stuff because it was in a big thing. Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Just Night Cream. I brought my, I love Sol de Janeiro. This is the Coco Cabana cream, but my favorite is the Bum Bum cream. It's very expensive. Very coconutty. The other one kind of has a pistachio vanilla smell, but I already had this and I needed a body moisturizer, so I just topped that up with some regular hand cream, shook it, and brought it. This is going to be a travel brush and mirror, which I did not use at all because I had a regular brush and they had mirrors. This is a wet brush. I'm sure you guys know wet brush. You brush your hair wet and it works wonders. I have the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum, collagen boosting. I really like that. I don't know how well stuff like that works because my skin has just always been super shitty. I have the Origins Clear Improvement Mask. I did not do this. I was too busy. I have the Miracle Nail Thickener. I don't know why I brought this. Apparently I thought I would put it on my nails. I did not. I had a razor, which I definitely used because there are many cute boys in Europe. Many of them. I saw many of them. And in case I needed a razor, I had one. And I'm newly single. I had a facial radiance intensive peel sample, which I did not use. Condoms, which I may or may not have used. This, I love this. I can't remember where I got this. Oh, I got this in Portland at the biggest Powell's Books, City of Books. It's like the biggest bookstore in, I don't know, North America or something. And it like holds your book open so you can, I love reading and eating. So you just like stick it on the top of your thing and it keeps your book open so you can read and you don't have to hold your book. I brought a little jade roller, which I used sometimes, but I like my like actual roller, and I really like my Nurse Jamie roller, like roller up. Oh, I really like that one. I have some tweezers. I have some bobby pins. I have some hair elastics. I have a little hair thing, which I used. And I have the multivitamin power recovery mask from Dermalogica, which is almost empty. I used that whole thing. And I have the floss. I have some Q-tips and some cotton swabs. Oh, I did not tell you, I went to Calgary first. So I got into town, I went to Calgary, I isolated there first, and then here I am back at home officially from my trip. A full thing of toothpaste because you fucking need it. This is another cord that I have for my iPhone, contact case, my belt, another cord for, I think it's for my Osmo Mobile 3. I have a hair clip, which I definitely used. All right, makeup. So I have my Beauty Blender and Beauty Blender Cleaner. Now, I love my freaking Beauty Blender so much, and I have never found anything that cleans the Beauty Blender as well as their own product. I actually like the liquid better, but the solid, obviously, for travel is just gold. I brought some oil blotting sheets. some CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, which works really well. I really like that. Now this is actually not Dream Matte Mousse. It is all of my favorite foundations squirted in here to create my own concoction. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what's in there. I have my e.l.f. Eyebrow pencil, which I really like. I brought a liner brush for underneath my eyes. I brought a blush brush. These are all my crappy brushes too. I brought a blush brush. I brought a NYX setting spray, which is a tiny perfect container, and it's actually a pretty good setting spray. I brought my favorite palette that I thought I could get a bunch of looks out of, the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. We have some neutrals and some darks and some pinks, which was very much, this was totally like my color story and the lighting sucks right now. I need to get an extension cord for my ring light so I can be properly lit. I had also a palette for blush, so I didn't have to bring a bunch of blushes. The only thing I didn't really bring makeup-wise was highlighter. A powder, so this is actually going to be, I think this is, I can't remember what powder this is. All I know is it's good, and it's not the Marcel, it's not. So I have another little angled brush for eyeliner. I have a black eyeliner. I have the Dream Urban Cover, which I actually don't like. I've seen a lot of really good reviews on this, and I don't like it. It doesn't have very good coverage. It doesn't stay well. I think the only benefit of it is it has SPF. I have the Essence Volume Stylist. Awesome. Love that freaking mascara. And you can't really buy it in Canada. Sometimes it's here and sometimes it's not. I saw this CYO in London. I've heard a lot about it. We don't get it here in Canada, so I knew I wanted to buy it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think there's a lot of product in it. It felt like it was already, it says 1 fluid ounce, but it really doesn't feel like it does. I have a powder brush. I have the tried and true butter bronzer. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't be without that. I have the NYX Angel Veil primer, which is also a good one for pretty cheap. I have a hair elastic. I have another charger. I brought this for my bronzer. It actually works really well, and it's a teeny weeny brush because I can't have the same brush I have. And I go, yeah, for my bronzer. Perfect. And then I have the Tati Beauty little blender. It works really well. I thoroughly enjoy it, and it cleans really well, like easy peasy, super clean. And then I have the De Bronzy anti-pollution drops, and I think that's it. That's everything I had. I had an amazing trip. It was supposed to be another 2 weeks in Paris, but obviously I can't go there with all of the virus happening a lot in Europe, and I just want to send my love out to everyone in the world. I hope that people are self-isolating and that they're practicing social distancing, and it seems that some lovely things have turned out from that. I read that the Venice canals were running clear, which sounds crazy, and the sky above China was clearing as well, which sounds really nice. So I really hope that that this virus will stop soon, and that, I don't know, maybe humanity will learn our lesson. I don't know what that lesson is, but my heart just pours out to all of you. I am very, very happy to be home in Canada. I will still be practicing social distancing. Thank you so very much, and I look forward to doing this again. Be well.